Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be letting a wheel pick my craft again. Now, if you don't know the rules on this kind of challenge, then I would recommend you go and watch the first episode, because I just don't want to bore you with explaining the entire thing again. But I did have a lot of fun with the last one. It was definitely a challenge, and I think you guys enjoyed it as well, so that's why I'm doing it for a second time. So without further ado, let's see what I'm going to be making, and spin that wheel. I hope it's something good. Oh no. Oh, this could go so bad. It's a rug. Why did I put rug as a choice? It's so stupid. I can already tell you now, no matter what I get, I don't think there's any redeemable situation for this video. Hopefully, I'm gonna make it out of something good. And I hope I get a big budget as well. Right, so it's time to find out what this rug is gonna be made from. And I will warn you, there are choices up there like metal and clay and wood. A rug out of wood. I don't even want to spin it. I really don't. Right, let's put me out my misery and spin that wheel. Oh, it's my choice. Oh, thank God it's my choice. So with my choice, I get to decide what it's made out of from these options. And I think the easiest one would be fabric. That would make it, obviously, a lot easier for us. There's also toys. Toys could be quite interesting. Like maybe like plushies or something. I would have to do stitching though, wouldn't I? I'm gonna have to do stitching anyway. Am I gonna have to do stitching? I hope not. I would like to make it out of toys, but if I don't get a big budget, then it's gonna be difficult. Whereas I can get a lot of fabric for quite cheap. I'm gonna risk it. You know what? I'm not gonna play it safe. I'm gonna risk it. You know, it's part of the challenge. So I'm gonna pick toys. I think like a plushie rug would be quite cool. So let's see how much I can spend on this toy rug and spin that wheel. I hope it's 65. I want 65. I need a big budget. Come on, wheel. No, stop. Stop! 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 It was at like 45 and then it went to 10. Oh, shite. £10. I knew I should have stuck with fabric. Oh, this is bad. Okay, so let's find out whether I can use any supporting materials or any decorative materials that doesn't have to be toys and spin that wheel. Not that it particularly matters because my budget's £10. I don't really care at this point. Oh. No. Okay. So no, I'm not allowed to. Started off well and then it went downhill, didn't it? Okay, so in today's episode, I'm going to be making a rug out of toys. I've only got £10 to spend. I can't spend any more than that. And I'm not allowed to use any additional materials. Apart from obviously attaching things like glue and stitching and stuff. I think I'm definitely going to have to take a trip to the charity shop somewhere cheap to find some toys. Anyway, give us a couple of weeks to wrap my head around all of this. And then I'll meet you back in the studio and we can figure things out together. Wish me luck. Please. Well, I'm back and it's been well over a month now since I recorded the first part of this video because quite frankly I just don't want to make this rug. And I was thinking about going to the charity shop to get these toys but I didn't and I can't remember why. But instead I trolled eBay and tried to find the cheapest plushies I could possibly get my hands on. And I didn't realise how expensive everything is. Like £10 didn't go a long way. At all. So my eBay haul for this video is I got this big teddy bear here, which was a brand new teddy bear. It was quite cheap. I think it was only like a £5, which isn't too bad. You get a lot of teddy bear for your money. And then I got 3 other teddy bears, and that's all I got. That's what I'm going to be making this rug out of. If I'd gotten a big budget, I would have liked to have like made a rug just fully out of these. You know what I mean? But it's not gonna happen today. And yes, this did come under £10. That excludes delivery, but that wasn't in the rules. You know, delivery costs, they weren't in the rules. I made the rules, I know. Just don't come for us in the comments, okay? It was difficult. Now I need to figure out what I'm actually gonna do. Oh, this rug's gonna look shit, I know it is. So I think for the first step, I'm just gonna cut these teddy bears up, and I just want their skins. I don't want their insides. And I've just realised they've got clothes on them and little accessories as well. And that could be nice for some detail. Because I do want this rug to look as good as it can possibly be. You stitched in, or... Oh, I can just undress you, perfect. Right, so we've got this little bit of fabric, that could be good. And I am going to actually be stitching all of this together. I know that sounds crazy, I'm not very good at knitting and all that kind of other stuff, but I can stitch. But if things go terribly wrong, then I'm just gonna hot glue it together. I don't know how to cut these. Do I want to cut the arms off separately? I want to keep them as full as I can. I can't ruin these because I haven't got anything else. There's no other options. There's something about this that feels very wrong. Right, there's one teddy bear pelt done. And look how much stuff was actually inside it. It's quite surprising, isn't it? Cut this tag off as well, I don't want that. That'll just ruin it. Also, let me know if you have any suggestions for the wheel. I don't know where I've put the wheel. Oh, it's over there. I'm not going to get it. I can't be asked. But if you have any suggestions for any materials or objects or anything like that you want to see in the next episode, then let me know in the comments below. You can obviously make it as easy as you want for us, or if you're horrible, then you can make it even more difficult for us. Shoving some scissors up your ass, I'm so sorry. Second one down. This one's quite cute, it's a shame to cut it up, but I'm going to anyway. Right, another pelt done. It looks so sad. I'm enjoying myself, for now. Right, move on to the big one. I think I've cut that one down. I'm getting lost now as to where everything is. This one is shedding so much as well. That's why it was cheap. Oh my god, it's literally everywhere. Okay, so obviously the big teddy bear is going to be the kind of base for my rug. And quite frankly, I could just call it a day and say that this is my rug. But that's just too easy. It's just too easy. So I'm just going to sew all these little ones. I don't really know what I'm doing anymore. Just kind of sew it around to make it look a little bit... bigger, a little bit more like a rug. And I don't have a sewing machine for this. I'm just going to be hand sewing everything, because I think if I got my hands on a sewing machine, it would probably explode. And they always say like designer clothes, they're hand stitched and whatnot. This is going to be a designer rug. And that's one skill I have down to a T, is threading a needle. I am so good at it. Not to brag or anything, but I am. But I think I want to fill in the gaps where this bit's happened. So I think I might attach a teddy bear here. Ah, that'll be cute. I've convinced myself I'm okay at stitching, but now I'm doubting it. I don't have like a technique down, I'm just gonna... I don't really know what I'm doing. You just kind of do it until it looks right, don't you? And you obviously want all the teddy bears facing up, because otherwise what's the point? I feel like a right little seamstress today. Proud of myself. Now if I'd used hot glue for this, it just wouldn't have looked good, would it? And it wouldn't have been as strong as it would have if I'd stitched it, so that's why I opted for stitching. For now anyway, until I lose my patience with it all. I'm pretty sure as well I have seen other people make plushie rugs before, or I've seen some pictures online or something, but I don't think they're going to look as good as mine. I think mine's just going to beat them. Everyone is going to want to make a plushie rug now. And also if you're good at stitching, don't comment on my technique please. Right, there's one stitched on. What is that? It's gonna look good when I'm done, I swear. I think I might stitch this love heart up here. I'm tempted just to hot glue this on. I don't really know how to stitch it on. Oh, that's fine, I'll stitch it. There we go. Love heart on. So we've got a teddy bear up here. How's it looking? We need something between its legs, I think. Here. There's a big gap. So I'll put you upside down. I think I'll put you there. Oh yeah, you'll look great there. I think actually, you know what? I think this is gonna look alright. I don't think it's gonna look as bad as what I thought it was going to. It's not gonna look fantastic, but it's not going to be a complete disaster. I sometimes just don't have enough faith in my abilities. See, I haven't done any stitching in a while, but I'm getting the hang of it now. It's all coming back to us. Yeah, and because I'm not a professional stitcher, there was one time at work where I needed my trousers taken up because I'm a short ass and they just didn't fit us. And I was tempted to take them up myself, and I was like, oh well, I'll just take a couple of inches off and they'll be fine. But then I was like, oh, it'll look bad if I stitch them, I'll stitch them wrong and whatnot. So instead I just took a pair of scissors to them and I just chopped the ends off. And they look great. It worked perfectly well. I don't look like a scruff at all. I did used to use sewing machines at college actually. I used to do felting. I think it was called felting anywhere. You would kind of push, it was like this weird machine and it had like pins and it would push it in and then it would create like an embroidery thing on it. I used that and I could do that, it was alright. But sewing machines, I used to always snap the needles on them and I could never ever thread a sewing machine. I was taught a million times, just went in one ear and out the other. See, when I'm not using a hot glue gun, there's no immediate threat of burning myself. That's always nice. You're not looking too bad. You've got this little thing going on here, this little teddy bear up in this corner. I think I need the last one up here, just to balance it out. I think that makes sense. It's coming along quite well. I don't know whether you would agree with us or not. You might think that it's a complete mess, but I don't think it's looking too bad. It's just not like a lavish, big statement rug. It's very small scale. Yes, in a perfect world as well, if I'd chosen fabric instead of toys, and then if the wheel had let us use additional materials, and I got a bigger budget as well, what I could have made was a rag rug. I think it's called a rag rug, and it's basically you get this kind of like weaving, like mesh thing, and you just tie scrap bits of fabric into knots, and it makes like a really cool rug. And that's an idea I did have when I first started this video, if that choice came up. Unfortunately, I shot myself in the foot by choosing toys. It could have been a lot worse though. If I had gotten metal or wood or something like that, I have no idea what I would have done. Well, it wouldn't have been a rug, would it? It would have just been something different. Oh, I've stitched you in the wrong place. I meant to stitch you down here. Oh well, never mind. You are where you are now, and I'm not changing you. Right, I think I'm gonna power through and get the rest of the stitching done. And I've got a few little extra bits to stitch onto it. And then once I'm done, we'll debut my lovely plushy rug. I'm finally done. Alright, so here's my final rug, and I don't think it looks too bad, you know. I think if I was making this just randomly and decided to make this on my own, then yeah, you would think to yourself, what are you doing? But considering the challenge and what I was up against, I don't think I've done a bad job at all. I was really worried about starting this. That's why I put it off for so long. But I think I've surprised myself. I really do. I 100% wish it could have been bigger. I would have loved to have made it about 3, 4, 5 times the size it is, but the budget just wouldn't let us. But we'll test it out as well. I want to see if it's nice to walk on. Oh, that's a hard bit. That's an eye. Ah, it feels nice. You have to avoid the eyeballs of the bears. But other than that, it's just delightful. And it's holding up as well, it's not falling apart, so my stitching, top-notch stitcher. So it works as a rug, and it looks almost kind of like a rug. But let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments, and let me know if you would have done anything differently. And if you enjoyed today's video and you want to see a part 3 of a wheel picking my crafts, then give the video a thumbs up. And I'm not going to throw my rug away, I will find a place for it. I'm definitely going to keep it. I'm quite pleased with myself. I'm not going to put it on show. It's not that good, but I will keep it. But I'll see you next week for a brand new video. Bye!